So this idea of we're putting on a mask and we're dissociating, okay, nice idea in theory, but there's so many different things that get pulled in and now it's a mess. Disassociation is a very specific mental term of how we are detaching from our body, and it leads to mental illness, and it's definitely not a good thing. It is a coping mechanism for mental trauma. That is not at all what we mean when we say fake it till you make it or change your persona for a meeting. I'm stunned at how all those things got garbled, but let's untangle them. Okay, what we're talking about here is every specific context that we're in, the people, the situation, the mental or physical room, there's the unspoken language of what happens here, what would work here. It's like a culture microcosm. So when you show up in a meeting or a physical space, look around you. What is happening in this space? What is the culture of this? And figure out what is the best part of yourself that fits here. You're not changing yourself. You're not being fake. You are intentionally tapping in the part of you that best resonates in this space. This is something we all do as a child, right? You don't show up in school the same way you do with your parents or, in church, whatever it might be. We have this conversation with my niece. The way you talk to your parents is not how you talk to your friends. Like fairly basic stuff. That is all this is. And the underlying value proposition is human beings are complex. We're multidimensional. We are not single note, but we often act like it because that's the only part of ourselves that we're used to playing. The idea is look inside and saying, hey, it's inside and outside, right? What's happening outside and which part of me is going to be most successful here? What part of me will resonate, will be appreciated? And frankly, what part of me will get me most of what I want right now? Because a lot of what we do is getting what we want out of things. So it's aligning your intent with your impact. This time in tapping into the part of yourself that you're choosing to focus it on. The workshop we talked about what is culture, and someone said all theory is myth. A good culture is where everyone's happy. Okay, that's way above my pay grade. I do not have the ability to make people happy, even though I have clients that said, well, you can make people feel things, right? Yeah, no. But this connection of disassociation to being the best part of yourself is that it's just a myth around culture, around who we are, who we choose to be. And so much of this is unintentional mythology. It's the stuff that we grew up with. It's the labels that we were given, the stories we were told. But in order to unpack that, we actually have to think about, wait, what is the story I'm telling myself about this? So disassociation is not a mental clinical term. Well, it is, but in this context, it is literally saying which part of me is going to show up. Think about it like wearing a dress or clothing. You choose clothing for different situations. If you want to be taken seriously, then you dress differently. And I've actually had long conversations with myself on for a new client, first time visit. Okay, which thing do I really wear? Does it really matter? No, but it helps me get me in the state. And yes, it does matter because people do judge by first impression. And so thinking about how you're showing up. So again, same way you would choose your dress for the audience, choose the part of yourself that showed up.